So today, the C63 is finally back on the road. Yo guys, what's going on? So today the C63 is finally back on the road. As you know from one of my previous videos I mentioned, it had a dead battery because the battery's never been changed in this car before, as we found out when we changed it. And yeah, the battery was basically just cutting out on me whenever I'd go out, and it was just too risky for me to just leave it in a place where it's going to end up needing recovered. So finally got the battery changed, and there's actually been quite a lot of changes to the car since. One of the big ones being the wheels, and what a lot of people have been waiting for me to talk about, the Comoran tyres that I've put on it. So yeah, I'm going to get started. We'll start on the wheels actually, because that is the thing I want to show you first. So they are Riviera RV135s, 19-inch all-round. It's a staggered setup for the C63, so they sit at 9.5 on the back, 8.5 on the front. So they actually run the same tyres as my Golf R on the front, 235, 35, 19. And then on the back, I had to compromise a bit with Comoran sizes and go 255, 40, 19 on the back. But it's made a massive difference to the fitment of the car. I'll get Harris to put a clip in here of how because obviously my original wheels were 19 inch as well, but the way they sat inwards, now the back actually, with the Comorans, obviously as I mentioned, they have a thick tyre wall, so it's kind of filled up the arch gap at the back, and the width of the tyre, obviously I think the wheels on this are wider, so it's kind of put the wheels in a position where they don't even need to be staged, they're sat flush at the back. The front, actually, the front sit a lot better than before, but as obviously the C63 has very wide arches at the front, so it still is sat slightly tucked in. I'm going to have them slightly spaced outwards. I'm just looking into, obviously I don't want to ruin the balance of the car, so I just need to make sure I'm alright running front spaces without rear ones, because the rear genuinely don't need it, as you can see. And then the next thing is everyone's telling me not to, but I might slightly drop it, just because I've seen a few online on 20mm springs that just sit so good. And yeah, I just think it'll be the finishing touch. But surprisingly, with the mods I've done so far, like the splitter, somehow this car still doesn't scrape on my driveway, and it's literally, we're talking like centimetres, we're talking maybe a centimetre, if that it doesn't scrape by. Now I know obviously if I drop it, which I'm thinking by about 20mm, 2 centimetres, it will scrape, and it's a carbon splitter, so that's what's kind of stopping me at the moment. I'm trying to figure a way around it, and then if I do, I am going to drop it. But I'll show you the splitter now, because I don't think I've actually shown it before. So, full carbon splitter. It's not the typical one you see on C63s that have the kind of two layers to it. It's something a bit different. It has its own kind of 2 layers, but it kind of levels down here. That's the bit that comes like close to the floor. But driving it around daily, not an issue. Nothing compared to the Golf R. It still sits a lot better. I never have any issues on potholes, speed bumps. The car's still very comfortable with the new wheel and splitter setup. It's still very, very comfortable. So it's perfect. That splitter was about 250 quid. I got it from Fastlane Styling. Admittedly, I had the splitter on for about a month, and the lacquer on the carbon has actually started peeling, which I'll show you here. Don't know if the camera picks it up here, but the lacquer's kind of started peeling on this bit here. So yeah, it's kind of rippling. I have spoke to them about it. They're saying that there's none in stock at the moment, but they will replace it for me when they do come back into stock. So hopefully they come through with that, and then that's problem solved there. Besides that, it's a good splitter. Fitment isn't the best, I'll admit. It's not like completely OEM. There's kind of some rough edges near the lip that comes inside of the grille, but it looks the part, and it's on solid. It's on solid, so I am happy with it. I just want that lacquer peeling sorted, obviously. The next bit is I did change. I've kind of gone off the rose gold theme on the car. The reason being is in the day it was too pinky. Now, if I do find some kind of more coppery rose gold, I may consider changing it again. But also chrome, a lot of rappers will know chrome is very hard to work with, and it just wasn't sitting on the car. Sort of changed the look. I'm kind of happy. It's like a metallic satin charcoal grey that I've put on the bonnet now. matched it up with the new star in the same colour. At the moment, it's giving me them stealthy vibes, and at night, like, we threw a few pictures, and I'm going to get Harris to throw them in here. We took some pictures in a tunnel, in a car park. The car just looked menacing. So right now I'm happy with it, but it's one of them things that I can just keep changing. It's only a stripe, it's only a little colour scheme. So it's one of them things I can probably keep changing. And right now it goes with my calipers, which was grey from factory as well. So yeah, I'm kind of still titting and tatting on what to do with that. But then the next thing that I've done that is like, I was very happy with, is this new chameleon windscreen, which is like this blue shade. As you go higher up, like looking wise or camera wise, you see that it actually gets more and more blue. So if a Fed drives past me in an X5, it's a bit of a peak one. But it is legal, it's actually legal. It lets the right amount of light in, 70%, so it's fully legal. Just that the higher you go, the more blue it gets. At the back, nothing much has changed bar the rear lights. Now you remember in my last mods update, I told you that I had them film tinted in like a dark colour, like a dark kind of tint. The car went in for a stone chip repair on the bumper, because I had a nasty stone chip on there, from Elite Car Refinishing, a very close friend of mine. And they are literally Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes, BMW. They're approved by all dealerships. They do actual insurance jobs. And he really wanted to test out the lacquered lights, actually spray lacquer in the lights. So that's what he's gone and done now. So that's actually 3 coats of like a tinted lacquer on my light rather than any film. He was asking me, he was like, should I do 2, should I do 2? You can literally do as many coats as you want. For now, I've done 3. I might go for a 4th, but the finish is like, it's unbeatable. Like, obviously a wrap is like, essentially, it's a sticker, isn't it, essentially? And to get the cuts right and everything is hard, and it takes a very high level of professional to be able to do it. This is sprayed on, and by someone who's so reputable as well. These guys, like, for any bodywork you need or anything, they are the guys to go for. It's literally a saying that I say, buy cheap, buy twice. People go for cheap spray jobs, and they end up with peeling bumpers or peeling paint or whatever, or what's it called, orange peel everywhere. But these guys are proper, like, they're actually approved by dealerships, by the actual manufacturer. So yeah, as you can see, they speak for me well. I'll show you a clip of them on as well. At night, they're just very, very, very subtle, and they don't look too much, I think, compared to my front lights, which I think are too dark. So the next thing I am going to be doing is actually tinting the front lights in the lacquer as well, rather than having the film, which is on now. I'll show you them on now. So as you can see now, they've got that very stealthy look to them, but I just think it's classy. The thing is with this car, I had to keep it classy. For me, it's a Mercedes, and they hold a lot of heritage in terms of the class they are. Obviously, we know this car is a 6-litre monster. They'll try and kill you if you mess around with it too much. But I still see the Mercedes holding its heritage. Inside, it's like a spaceship, you know that. It's a very classy car. That's why the wheels that I chose were not too much in, like the Golf R. Like the Golf R's are. The thing with the Golf is you can kind of do whatever you want. It's a hatchback, and everyone's creation on you know how many people do Golf builds, and on them cars you can kind of do whatever you want. It's your kind of creation what you do with them. With this, it's a bit different. It's not as easy to do. You can't be as free as you can be with a Golf, because with a Golf it's like you got a blank canvas and you can start from anything. The Mercedes already comes with so much, just starting from how they look, that you have to build them in a certain way where you can't overdo it, I don't think. And I think so far I'm not overdoing it. The next thing I have done, I was titting and tatting on the badges as well. I didn't want to do the coloured badges or anything. I've gone straight satin black. All the badges at the back, they're coming. The 6.3 badge on the side, I've already got them. I just want to keep it classy on this car, stealthy, because you can never really go wrong with all black on any car, I don't think. And it's kind of the thing I've always done, blacking up my cars. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. Calipers I'm not decided yet, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at with the actual cosmetic build right now. Right, so yeah, I think we'll close up the kind of mods update video there. A lot of new things on the car. The next video obviously is a direct follow-up of this, which is the full C63 review on the Comoran tyres that I'm running on this car now. We just finished filming it now. It's going to be a good video. We tested it in like multiple kind of city driving, country driving, motorway, bit of rain. We got kind of, the weather kind of worked out where we got everything in today. But yeah, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. Take care. Peace out.